Mountain Girl Studio, and I'm coming today to do a DT project share for Tracie Fox at Love Junk Journals. If you do not follow her, please follow her. I'm sure everybody follows Tracie. She is an amazing digital artist, and she sells digital kits for junk journals, paper artists, scrapbookers, you name it, whatever you want to do with her kits. They are amazing, so please check out her Etsy. So here is her information right here. You can find her. So the kit I used was Impressions. It's her latest kit that she just came out with. Sorry guys, it's kind of bright, isn't it? It's like a glare on there. But it's Impressions, and you can find that on Etsy. It's her latest kit that she just released the other day. Going into this journal, I started this about a month ago, and kind of been busy and had some things going on. My little dog got hurt, and so I've been focusing on that and have not been able to get this finished. But I had some time today and some help, so I hunkered down and got this done. But going into this, I wasn't really looking for a kit. I was just going to just free flow with it and just go at it and just create something. It all started off with a gutted book that I had gotten, and I just gutted it out. And then what I'm starting to do is I'm painting the covers in an abstract painting, and then it just turned into wanting to be a journal. And I'm having a lot of fun doing that. That's something I'm doing right now. Is painting gutted books, or even just putting a book together myself and then just doing abstract painting on it. I wanted it to be very grungy and rustic and my style. And so when Tracie came out with this latest kit, when I wanted to finish this up, it's just like, oh, that's perfect. I'll use it in this. So then it ended up turning into a DT. So thank you, Tracie. You always seem to come out with an awesome digital kit right at the right time. This has a lot of things to it. So let's see. We'll get started on this. So here's the cover, which I'll just give you a glance at it before I open it. And like I said, there's a lot of things. So here's the spine. Sorry, guys. So here, I made these a while ago, and I kind of told you, or you've seen them on my last little journal, that little ephemera journal that I made. And this one's an art journal. But I made these a while ago, and I love making little embellishments or jewelry for junk journals. I love working with metal, rust, fabrics, wax, you name it. This journal has everything. I'm not kidding you. But anyways, I took a book plate and I kind of did my own thing with it. I came up with this idea of making them jewelry for the sides of the spine, or even inside. I use another book plate in a different way in the side of this book, and you'll see that later. So the first thing on here is just this little chain with a dangle, or a glass bead, teardrop glass bead, and it just worked perfect with this journal. I mean, the colors couldn't have been perfect. And there's the spine. Here's the back. And on this this cover, the front and back, it is an abstract painting with a bunch of layers, and then I also have encaustic wax dripping down. You can kind of see it there. I thought it was so cool. Like I love encaustics. I haven't done it in a while, so I wanted to incorporate it on this journal. And on the back is one of Tracie's tags, and then another tag right here with my key, of course. Sorry, it's getting a little tangled. An old rusted key, and then it just worked out perfect. I had patinaed this like a year ago, and it just worked out. And then this is another Tracie's tags in the kit that she just released. And what I like to do is I like to back them with aluminum to give it some stability, and they're more like a really cool tag that you would buy in an office, like a tech, like one of those laboratory tags that they're kind of metal. I love that kind of look, so I kind of recreated my own. So there's the spine, you guys. And like if you stay to the end, you'll see close-up pictures of all this, because right now it's kind of hard to see kind of what all the elements on camera. But so here's the front, and then I use crackle, and here's another wax. It's all dripped down. This has I made a 5 out of wire, and I just added the spring, some of my junk that I have. I did a little bit of messy slow stitching here just to add another little element. And this is like a rubber, I don't know, like a washer thing. So it became the top of the tag. I love using nails. This is a smashed bottle cap that I've had. It's all rusty, and then a little, what is this, a leaf, I guess. Anyway, so that is the front, and then you saw the back. So like I said, the back, and then my little signature back here. And so this is seam binding, and what I did is I took like a cap here. It goes, I don't know what it goes, some piping, and so you just kind of open it like this. So it goes like this. But you can, when you fill it up, you can adjust this. But I thought it just looked really cool and tight in the bow there. So you just open it like this. So that's how that is. You got to be careful because this will come off, but it looks really cool when it's on. So yeah, let's get inside this little thing here. And this is just like the collage work I did on the front. But you can also like buff the wax. You can buff encaustic wax. I kind of left it kind of matte. So here's the front cover, or I mean the front, inside of the front cover. And this is an accordion pocket that I had made by scratch. I just, you know, went with it. Just had an idea and then figured out how to put it together. And so I have it tied shut down at the bottom here. And I wax all my cotton string with beeswax. So, yeah, and I think I just got that in a knot. Oh my goodness. Hold on, you guys. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. I don't even know how I did that. But anyways, what I was seeing is I wax all my cotton thread with some bees. Like I have a beeswax block. It's yellow. But it just gives it some strength and keeps it from unraveling. But anyways, I just tied a bow, and that's kind of how the closure shuts. And this is a Tracie label there. And I backed it with my metal, and then I distressed it, and then I poured it in wax. Like there's caustic wax over that. So you open this, and then here are some of Tracie's kit. I love numbers. This thing kind of turned into like a number theme for some reason, because I love the number 5. I love numbers and I love letters. So this kind of just, it worked out perfect. So those go in there. And then this is another encaustic piece, another number 5 out of wire, another Tracie tag, and I stamped number and then 5, and this little thing right here, little collage. And so this is an accordion top up like this. So you can kind of see the side there. And all that's in there is some paper goods to use for collaging if you wanted to collage on some of these art papers. So that's what's in there. Let's go back in there. So that closes shut, and you can add more. And so there's 3 signatures, and I did the same thing like I did the other journal that I just made, the ephemera holder. So these are removable. So there's 3 signatures. I'll just show you really quick. And then they come out. So you remove them like this. So here's the first signature, and I did the same thing. I distressed it, did some sewing, got my numbers on there, did some caustic wax on there, some string. I love using string. I love sentimental sayings and words as well. And this is I came up with a new way to do top tabs. I like things sticking up on the top too as well. So this is a safety pin, and I glued it down, and I just secured it right here, and then just put some material. And these are mixed media tabs that I came up with. These are plaster, so like I said, you'll see them better in pictures. It's kind of hard to see them right now because I have a light on and it's dark, and it's kind of throwing a glare. But so I just did some mixed media tabs, and they're with plaster, and they dried on here, and they just turned out amazing. I love them. Every signature inside is the same, but the covers just are a little bit different. And that's one of Tracie's tags with the metal and the wax over it. And so we'll just go through the first one because the other two are exactly the same. And the covers I didn't sew together, so if you wanted to remove your journal pages, art pages, and add more into this, you could. So this is just a random art paper. This is mixed media paper that I put in here, and you could gesso this, do your artwork on here, use charcoal or graphite powder, pan pastels. Those are a lot of things that I work with. And so you've got just some different kind of pages to work with. You can draw your faces on there, or like I said, you could use collage paper and then gesso over it. So here's the middle, just a bow. And then some more mixed media paper, book paper. This is lined school paper. And there you go. So each signature is exactly the same. So I won't go through every one of them because they're exactly the same. And then, so that's the first signature. And here's the second signature. So here's the front, and we'll just take it out so you guys can at least see the front and back and what it looks like without the signatures in here. So here's a second signature cover. It's done the exact same way. And here's my plaster tag or tab. And then I did a book plate. I said I did something else with the book plate. Here's what I did. I used it as a top tab here, and then tied the ribbon on top and just secured it. I thought that's a cool way to do something different with a book plate. I love coming up with different things. I use what I have, and I try to think. I look around and I try to come up with things or envision things and doing them in different ways. And so I thought that was fun. And then here's the back of that one. Same thing with encaustic wax, and you can just buff it up. You can see the shine there. I love using wax. I hadn't used it for a long time. That has wax on it as well. And then here's the third signature, last but not least. And this one is a safety or a paper clip, and I just secured it down because I don't want it to come off. It's meant there to stay. So I just glued it on and then secured it. And then just the string, and then my plaster tab here, mixed media tab. I think these are so fun. I'm going to do a lot more of these. I usually add dangles, or I did the safety pin and paper clip tab, snippet tabs, but so I'm used to having dangles or things, but I thought this is just simplistic. It has my own artwork on there, and so I thought that was fun. And then here's the back, another Tracie label there with encaustic wax and metal on the back, and then drips of encaustic wax back here. It's so fun to buff it up and shine it up in my number 5. So there are the signatures. And then so here's the spine of the book with the elastic, so you can take it in and out. So that's kind of what it looks like there. So it looks like this. And this is a hidden spine, the hidden spine that I did. Like I said, I like the look of the elastic coming out, but I like it hidden as well. So it's a hollow hidden spine there, and it's curved. So you can reuse this, which I think is fun to be able to reuse. And this kind of, you have to be careful of this little notch here. I should probably, I don't know, think of something to keep protecting it. I'll show you when you close it. You kind of just have to make sure this is closed down. And then just go like this when you close it, so that this corner doesn't get rolled up. And so this is the back. And this is just an accordion pocket that I made, and there's just a little bit of collaging right there. And I love using metals. Like I said, I live out in the mountains, and I have old sheds with lots of rusty bits in it and washers and stuff like that. So I've always been into making stuff with rusty elements. So this is a bolt, or it's screwed with a bolt. There you go. And this is like a washer. And you open it up here, and this is more of Tracie's stuff to use in your artwork. So I included, these are 3 little sheets, and like you can tear them up, or you could add them to a page here on one of your pages and glue them down. and then just gesso it over, charcoal it over, I do writing in white pen. Yeah, lots of ideas there. So it comes with that. And then this little package, and these glassine bags were gifted to me from Michelle Scott, and I've hoarded them, so I use them now and then. So thank you so much, Michelle, for those. I totally appreciate it. And then in here are 3 little tags, and again, these are from Tracie's kit, and they are dipped in wax and then distressed, and then they have the metal on the back. So you can do lots of things with these, and I even punched a hole in so you can do something, and then I stamped some numbers on there. In her kit, these are just plain, but you can do whatever. And then I started, this is also in her kit, from Tracie's kit, so I'll just show them to you really quick, and then, so I kind of started them for you. And then you can go ahead and do whatever. You could add coffee, you could add your sprays, you could do wax and caustic wax, you can carve into it, you can add them part of your journals, pages. It's a start off point here. Yeah, so I just thought it was fun. I didn't want to like totally do them for you, but I thought it was a good start. I love the peel paint look. It's one of those things that I've done a long time on a lot of things in my little tiny houses. I have that peel paint look as well, so it's a fun thing for me. But yeah, so this is the kit, or this is the journal, and with Tracie's digital kit. So here's the back again. It's kind of just like I said, it's a gutted book, so it's a little flimsy, but once you get everything in there, it's perfect. But here, let's open it this way so you can see it this way as well. It's fun to look at it in a different perspective. I'm having so much fun. I love painting. I painted for a long time in my life, but it's been on and off, and I've really enjoyed getting back into it, especially in abstract. I did not think I was much of an abstract painter, but when I get into it, I feel the most free, and I just let go, and there's no right or wrong. It's just whatever you're feeling. I love being able just to experiment and create my own style, and I think this is my style. I definitely think I found my style. So anyways, I love doing books. It's a lot of fun. It's been a great journey. I love adding the texture and elements. I really like the mixed media part of it, so I'm kind of more of a mixed media artist, and but I do dabble in everything. I do pretty too. All right, well, thank you, everybody. Thank you so much for the love and support. I had a little bit of time here. My dog is still down. He'll be down for a long time, and it's been a journey. I'm definitely tired, but we're getting through it, and just please keep my little dog in your thoughts. I hope everybody's doing well. Everybody, I'm thinking of you all as well, and we're getting through this. Just stay safe, stay well, and we'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.